We've got a lot of great information available for you here this morning, and so we want to get right to it so that we can cover everything. So with that, since everybody knows who everybody is, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Aaron, who will be running things here this morning. Take her away.
Okay, great. So I've got my screen shared. Is it showing up okay?
It is, and your volume's coming across great.
Okay, good to hear. So good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. So we have a few things to cover today, and let me just open up the agenda. The first is I want to check in on the Autopilot blog, and we've had a few blog posts now. There's 6 on your blogs now, and I want to talk about those for just a second. The second is we want to talk about getting up to speed on LinkedIn and Twitter, and then we'll talk about a LTC Awareness Month campaign. Jonas is going to talk about LTC Awareness Month and the campaign that we've got ready to go to attach to your website to help you drive some traffic and generate some leads. And then Travis is going to go through setting up the campaign and putting it into place, and then also talk a bit about 2 different ways to do email marketing. And we have a free email marketing platform that you can use to send out emails and to put these campaigns into action. So, and then of course at the end we will open up the floor for questions, comments, discussion, and sort of hear what you want to talk about. So let's just jump into the first point, which is the blog Autopilot. And last month we posted a few posts to your blog, one of which was an article on the updated LTCI tax deductions, which is kind of a good informative educational post that's good to share. And we also sent out an email to everybody with 5 steps on how to leverage this blog post. And the 5 steps are listed right here. The first is to share it on social media, so share it on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter to push it out to your network so they can go and read it and just sort of see the content. The second is to send an email out to your contacts. And we actually gave you a sample pre-written email you could just cut and paste and send out. That's pretty much ready to go. The third was to contact referral sources, because this is a nice way to help them educate their customers, which gets you more exposure to people you don't know yet. And so we also gave you an email that you could send out to your referral sources. Maybe there's an accountant or a realtor or somebody else that you know that might want to share this article with their contacts. And we had instructions on linking it in your email signature. And then finally some tips on how to add it to your sales arsenal going forward. So we send the email out with those 5 things. And to check in, I really am curious to hear who has done any of these 5 things. So if you on the call today did any of these things, if you shared it on social media, if you sent out one of the emails, if you talked to referral sources, if you used this blog post that we put on your site in any way, could you in the GoToWebinar control panel just raise your hand, just click on the little hand icon and let us know that you just did one of these things, and we'll give you a few seconds to go click on the hand icon. Any of these things, if you did one of them, if you did all of them, just click on the hand icon and let us kind of get some feedback on who is taking some action here with the instructions we're giving. So Mike, are you seeing the hands?
Yeah, looks like we've got about 5 people that did that.
Okay, that's great. So 5 of you have taken some action, and so maybe we could talk to a couple of those people. Is there somebody we can speak with, Mike, on the?
Absolutely. Let's go with Doug. Let's go with Doug Wright.
Okay. Can you unmute Doug for us?
Absolutely.
Doug, are you okay to be put on the spot for a second?
Well, he's on the spot. He's in the middle of the dance floor right now.
Okay. Hi, Doug.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great. Sorry to single you out, but can you tell us what you did or even your experiences?
I always share them on social media, so I usually hit LinkedIn, and then I also do the Twitter.
Okay.
And I also sent it out to a number of my clients and prospects through email. But I didn't think about sending it out to referral sources because I work with a lot of estate planning attorneys.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to send it out to them as well.
Yeah. And, if you, in your email, ask them to, or offer to let them share it, or even, I think in the email we sent out, I can resend it to you if you need it, we say, feel free to repost this on your website as long as you include me as the source.
Okay.
And they're always hungry for content to give to their audience, and so it's a great way to extend your network. Did you get any responses? Did you see any kind of?
I didn't. I didn't get any response.
No?
No, not even through my email sources. So I don't know. Maybe my clients are just getting too much in their inbox.
Okay. Do you have any analytics installed on your website right now? We haven't talked about it at all, so that's kind of a new topic.
No, I haven't.
Okay. We'll talk about it in a future webinar, ways to track, because sometimes people click through and look at the article and you don't really know it. You can't see they've done it, and so it's a nice way to see if people are still coming through, even if they're not calling you or talking to you.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Doug.
Oh.
I appreciate your sharing your experiences. Mike, can we maybe hear from another?
Yeah,
Brave
let's another brave soul. Here we go. Let me scroll down here, and we'll go with, well, Ken is not heading in the audio control, so let's go ahead and go with Doug Shields, who's he's now unmuted and right out there in the middle of the dance floor with you.
Hello, Doug.
Hi there.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Thanks for being the number 2 on the spotlight. So how did you share the blog post?
The blog post I shared on the social media. I have not sent out the email yet. I have not done it to the referral sources.
Okay. How did it go? How did it go with social media? Which networks did you use?
I used Twitter and Facebook.
Twitter and Facebook. Okay. And did you see any results or hear back from anybody on it?
Not on that specific one. I did on another one that I did on Facebook with talking about the death benefit, tying in the life needs that I get from that. And I had one person say, could you check out our life insurance? I'm not sure we have enough. So that produced one lead right off the bat.
So you had an article on the death benefit, and you shared it on Facebook, and
yes,
you got a lead from it. That's pretty cool.
This stuff I've done on another business. I do some similar things on Great Green Solutions, and over time that really does help. There's no question. It really does link you in, if you will, with a lot of the country and the world. Actually, on that business, I get contacts from all over the world that call.
So sharing this stuff on when you shared the tax article on social networks, how long did that take you to do?
Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes. Yeah. Did you go in and click on the social sharing buttons right on the blog, or how'd you do it?
Yes. That's the blog, and that's the important thing over time are the blogs. I don't know if people recognize how important that is. That you guys provide a couple of those per month, and I have to write my own one on the other sites that I have. So this is nice to have the automatic, which brings up another question. We can add our own too, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You absolutely can write your own posts as well, and it just puts them in the blog. You can also customize the ones that we send you. So if you want to edit it, add to it, make your own spin, you can always do that. So that's good to hear. All of you non-hand raisers right now, you heard Doug say it just took a couple minutes to do, and for one of them he got a lead right. I don't know if it was right away, but he got a lead. So next time I want to see more hands raised because it just takes a click to go and do. And Doug, you mentioned that you haven't sent emails out. What's keeping you from doing that?
Just doing the editing and things like that. I have done it before on my old site, which was looked like just a business card because I thought I couldn't do any more than that with the securities deal. Then found out recently that we could do whatever we want if we don't put anything to do with securities on the website and everything, and that's open it wide up. But that was a boring website, and I've done a newsletter linked to my website on that, and it just wasn't anything that produced any business with the emails because they didn't have a place to go to. I mean, they went to my website, but it was a boring website, not very useful because of the compliance I thought I had with securities issues.
Gotcha. So we're trying to make it really easy to get these emails out. We'll keep trying to make it easier. So doing things like sending you sample content you can just cut and paste. We'll keep kind of getting that to you, and we'll talk about some ways to kind of streamline the email sending process. But obviously, like you said, if you have any compliance concerns, if you're seeing those issues, let us know about it. We can talk it through. I know, Doug, we talked about that a bit, and we can maybe help. We're not experts in all the compliance issues ourselves, but we might be able to get you in contact with somebody or kind of connect the dots to help you to be able to do more marketing.
What you do is you just don't mention your broker-dealer for securities, and you don't mention any securities products, and then you can do almost whatever you want as long as you're in the compliance.
Then you're good to go, yeah. Cool. Well, thanks, Doug. I appreciate your sharing.
Yeah, I also want to give a shout-out to Tim Leathers and Ken Dubois for they had their hands up when I don't have time to go through everybody, but we want to let them know that taking advantage of it, we appreciate it. Hopefully it was useful. If not, send me just some basic information, and we can talk about it a little bit more offline once we're finished here.
Yeah, so to that point, we're pushing this stuff out to you all, and we want to hear feedback, good and bad. So if something worked, if you had a success, if you got a lead, of course we'd love to hear that. That's what makes our day. But if there's something that's keeping you from doing this, if there's a technical challenge or if the content doesn't seem right, if you want something else, if you need support, if you need us to kind of show you how to do things, or just you want different topics, let us know, because we need the feedback to make this program serve you so that next time we can see everybody raise their hand. Because our goal is not just to do this for fun, but to do this to help you ring the bell, help you get more sales, help you generate leads. So we got to give you stuff you can use. So, okay, for the two of you that we got to talk to, thank you very much. I really appreciate hearing that. And we'll keep checking in these calls with different people just to kind of get some feedback and so we can all share. So with that, let's kind of move on to our next part of our agenda today, which is getting up to speed on LinkedIn and Twitter. And Mike, I'm going to let you take the microphone for this.
Okay, thanks, Aaron. All right, I talked with a few of you last week, sent out emails to many more with some quote-unquote homework, and we didn't get the kind of response that we had anticipated or frankly expected. So now we have open book homework. So we want everybody right now to go ahead and open up a browser, an additional browser, and go to twitter.com, and we're going to get you set up with Twitter. And the reason we're going to do that is as we get to the end of the call, we are going to be pushing out some of the takeaways from today's call. We're going to be pushing them out using Twitter, and we'll take a look at Facebook here in just a second. Now, you go there, you create a username, you get yourself set up. You're going to create a Twitter handle, so to speak, that'll start with the ampersand or the @ sign. Okay. Again, we won't be doing this for 5 minutes if you'll just walk through the steps right now. Okay, and then once you have that done, and you have your Twitter handle, and I mean keep track of your username and login in case you have to log in from a different location, then we're going to have you search for me out there, and you'll search for me. My Twitter handle is the @ sign, as you can see here, ampersand Anderson AIM. All right, I'll come up right away. You'll see my little green egg, and I'll change that out and have a good picture here shortly. And once you have that, click the box over there where Aaron's got the other red arrow where it says follow. And I'll get a notification on my Twitter that you're following me. And then when we get done here, we'll push one of the pieces that we're doing out to you, and you will have that to to move forward. I've got the Minions notification tone from Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2, so the Minions will just be cracking up here as the folks find me on Twitter, and there it comes already. Okay, there'll be more coming, I'm sure. So take a quick minute and do that. Again, one of the deliverables at the end of the call is going to come through, so if you haven't got yourself set up, you're not going to get it. Okay? So if anybody's having trouble with that, raise your hand real quick. Otherwise, we're going to presume that everything's okay, and we're going to move on to the next piece. So not seeing any hand. Harrington, let's see here. All right, Glenn, you're unmuted. What are you having trouble with?
Well, I can't get to my browser. I've got you in full screen mode. How do I get to a smaller mode so I can get to my browser?
Well, you can either minimize, actually just minimize, which is the little underscore bar there, and then you can open up a different browser window and go from there.
I don't see an underscore bar. That's my problem.
Upper right-hand corner, there's 3 options. You got a line, you got a square, and you got an X. Click on the line.
Well, if it's in full screen mode, there might be a blue button.
Oh, here. I just minimized it to a lower mode. Now I can do
okay.
it. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
All right. That should take care of it. Let's see if we got anybody else with hand up. No, I think that was it. So hopefully that took care of everything there. Okay. Anybody else having issues here? Otherwise, we're going to presume that my Twitter account's blowing up with notifications and such. And again, we will be pushing some of the takeaways out to you on Twitter when we get to the end of the call here. Okay, well, we're not getting any hands, so we're going to presume that everybody's taking care of this. And if you've already got set up, we need you to go and follow me as well. Again, that will give me the ability to push this out to you. Okay, let's move on to LinkedIn. We're going to do the same thing with LinkedIn. If you haven't gotten yourself set up on LinkedIn, take a minute and do so. Okay. Once you have gotten yourself set up, you're going to search for me, Mike Anderson, AIM, and then you're going to connect with me, add me to your network, as it were, there, and I'll get that notification as well. And then you're going to take one additional step. Go ahead and change the slide, Aaron. And you're going to go into, we created a specific group here. That's our Connected Agents group. You're going to go and look for that under you can see here on the left, you're going to go under All, down to Groups, and then you're going to search for Connected Agents with an S, and you're going to request to be added to that as well. And again, those notifications will come through, and you'll be set up to go. And some of the other pieces of what we're doing here, when we get a little farther into our presentation, will come to you that way, and we're going to begin moving things out to you using those 2 channels for the exact reason that Doug talked about a few minutes ago, which is this will get the information to you without necessarily clogging up your inbox. You're going to have a place to go look and find material that will keep you from having to sift through an inbox that might be getting a lot of white noise coming through. So if anybody's having an issue with the LinkedIn piece, raise your hands, let us know, and we'll help you debug it real quick. And otherwise, we're going to move on, presuming that everybody's getting it taken care of. And we'll know because we'll begin to see additional people requesting and being added to it. Okay, Mary, you don't have your audio pin engaged, which is the 2-digit code there, followed by the pound sign. So you can type your question in if you want, and we'll see if we can help you out here real quick. And Meyer, you and I talked last night, so I'm presuming you took care of your homework like we talked about, and everything's taken care of. Okay, once again, Mary, you don't have your audio pin engaged, and so just key your question in there, and we can get it taken care of, or enter in that 2-digit code that's in your control panel, and we'll be able to help you out. Otherwise, we will move on. Okay, well, we'll take care of that offline then once we finish up. All right, I think, or hopefully, I'll check here in a little bit and see what we're getting by way of response there. But let's go ahead and move on, Aaron, and we will move forward.
Great.
All right.
So I'm actually going to just pass the microphone on to Jonas to talk about LTCI Awareness Month.
Outstanding.
Can you hear me, Aaron? Mike?
Yes.
Okay, great. LTCI Awareness Month campaign. So hopefully you all know that November is LTCI Awareness Month. And it's a great time to reach out to anyone in your sphere of influence and also to be providing educational content. You know, before I talk about a landing page and the download and show you the assets that we put together for this campaign, I just want you to think of the simple fact that landing pages focus on one thing, and that's converting visitors into leads. So I know that's what we all want. We all want leads. And if you think about it, your website holds a whole bunch of content. It holds a whole bunch about who you are and what your value proposition is as a specialist, but a landing page focuses on one thing. So they're asking for, you know, contact details in exchange for the free guide or something else. A targeted landing page is going to convert more visitors into more leads. If you think about it, it's just a plain fact because it's all that's there, it's all it's meant to do. So even before I get into showing you what we put together, I want you to think about a couple things. I heard Aaron talk about metrics earlier and getting into showcasing, you know, in future trainings and user groups about what kind of metrics and analytics that we can supply to you with a Connected Agent website. But that's another great thing about a landing page. And so I'm really hammering that landing pages are good because we're spending time here to showcase to you how to go get these assets, how to use them, and how to make them work for you. My 3 favorite things about a landing page are, first, you get better metrics. I mean, you're able to go in there and gather all the information you want just from that page and figure out, for instance, you know, if your bounce rate is good, how long someone's been on the page, and if you just need to tweak something in the copy, you're able to do that in order to then make it actually, you know, convert better moving forward. Homepages have a ton of links, and honestly, if a person's looking to shop for one specific thing, it actually has distractions. So landing pages, and foremost, like the one that we're giving you for a specified month, a specified reason, a whole campaign around it is great because you're able to put it up front. We're going to show you how to do that. Last 2 quick things that I love about landing pages is they cut your costs on advertising. It honestly does, because you're able to use your landing page in a bunch of other areas within your marketing. And with more conversions through more focused pages, you convert more leads, which equals more sales. And in turn, it decreases the cost that you put into your marketing, and that way you can put it into your business or just straight put it into your pocket. And last but not least, landing pages just convert better. No matter what your goal is with a landing page, you can just guarantee you're going to get more visitors into leads than your home page. So with that being said, you're looking at the screen right now. We're going to talk about your landing page and your download. Information, the guide, your homepage banner, and email, direct mail template, which is your outreach and activity piece. So Aaron, let's transfer to the next page, and then we'll go from here. So what you have here is the assets for your LTC Outreach Awareness campaign. So in the upper left-hand corner, it's the banner ad that we have. Now, the banner ad, you're able to go in there and upload this into your Connected Agent website. You see to the right, you have the email template that's approved. You're able to go in there and pull that from your library and utilize this. This is something you want to email out to your entire sphere of influence. You want to let everyone know that you are an educator in long-term care in this Long-Term Care Awareness Month, and you're a source that can provide information. So think about your strategic partners, think about your clients, think about CPAs, financial advisors, anyone and everyone, to let them know that you are part of this program, you're part of this campaign, you're part of educating during Long-Term Care Awareness Month, and you have 4 quick tips on long-term care planning. You have a free guide. What you see dead center in the middle is the landing page, and what you'll notice is it's just getting the information you need to generate a lead. So you got the name of, responders able to put their name in there, their address, the city, everything else, but they're doing this and they're able to download it and get your guide. Also, what makes it great when they're seeing this 4 quick tips, they're able to use the click to call, which to the right, which is a great feature that the Connected Agent platform has. So right to the left, you'll notice that little yellow thing. that little yellow icon, that button, enables a viewer to click and call you directly. These three things compose what we believe is a solid basis for starting your long-term care outreach and education for this month. We're going to be putting campaigns like this together for other products and other outreach activities moving forward in the AIM and Connected Agent platform. But this is the first one we're rolling out with having dedicated banner ad activity, outreach activity via email, and then a landing page that's going to get people to put in their information and convert into leads for you. Aaron, if we jump back real quick to the bullets. Sure. Sorry to make you jump back and forth, but you want to go into the Connected Agent LinkedIn group page to get these campaign assets. So as you were getting connected in there earlier, you'll notice that the assets have been put there. They've been put there by Aaron. You'll see Aaron, a little thumbnail of Aaron's face, and he's put them there, so you're able to go there and pull them and utilize these. I also went in while Aaron was speaking earlier in a few other slides and posted a couple great articles that are all grouped from Life and Health Pro on Long-Term Care Awareness Month. So there's 5 of them under one link. So there's another couple things that you can be posting out there after you've set out your campaign, you've emailed everyone you can possibly email. Well, then you can go into your social networks and take some of those articles if you liked either of them and post them out there and start generating friends, likes, followers, and tweets. Over to you, Aaron.
I want to jump in real quick here and circle back to something that Doug said a little bit ago about he had sent that one email out and he had a contact from somebody asking him, I believe, about life insurance. Okay, if you don't do this stuff that we have taken the time, the team has taken the time to put together for you and is making available, if you don't follow the steps, it's going to be more difficult to realize from the program what it is that you want to realize. We're doing this to help you be more successful. Okay, there are some steps that you've got to take. We can't, it's not all just going to happen magically. I've been sort of monitoring as we're going through, and we know from some pre-work that we did that about a quarter of the folks that are in the program had taken the steps prior to the call. That was based on a quick check yesterday afternoon. Well, I'm not seeing a bunch moving along, even though we gave you the time to go ahead and do it. Well, those resources are now going to be sitting out there in these 2 additional pieces that we've linked together on your website. If you're not out there, you're not going to be able to get them. So go ahead, Aaron.
Okay. So I'm actually just going to talk about setting up the campaign. I'm going to pass the microphone over to Travis, who many of you have had the chance to interact with before. He's going to talk about setting up the campaign and the steps you go through to put it all in place. So, Travis.
Hello.
Good to go.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Very strong. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm just going to start off by discussing. This is the discussion group from LinkedIn where you guys will see the campaign is posted here if you guys are a part of the group. Here it is. Here's directions on how to put the campaign onto your website, how to get that email template, and how to customize it. First, I will show you today how we will be putting the campaign on your website. I will start with our demo site, WeInsureSeattle.com. And first, we will be adding, it's a 4 quick tips for LTC, so we will be adding it to the LTC insurance tab. I know everybody mostly here has the LTC tab on their website. So we will be adding that to here. It's already pre-posted into your content library. You will see here under categories, we have a new category named campaigns. So you'll be clicking that, and you will see the 4 quick tips on long-term care planning. As we all know how to add a site, you will just add this to your page. You can prioritize that by dragging. I know a lot of people put it up towards the top, so it's more eye-catching. You can see that by editing this. Just like a normal general page, we have a thumbnail in there of the 4 quick tips. We will visit our site. And you will see under LTC, we now have the 4 Quick Tips landing page in there. As like other contact forms, people will fill this out, get the free guide, and they can have that to download. Second, like Jonas and Aaron were talking about the homepage banner. We will, as I've shown a lot of you guys, how to add custom images to your homepage. Your custom banner images here, we will add that. First, you want to, as you'll see in the discussion, there will be a link here to where the image will be. First, you need to get connected with the discussion group for Connected Agents on LinkedIn. You can have that available. I already have it here. And you will save this image to your desktop. Right-click this image, simply add it to your desktop so you have access to it. It's called banner. You can and save. Next, it is already at the right size, so you will go into your home page and edit. It is very eye-catching, so I would recommend you putting it in exchange of the first banner image. So people see it first time they come to your website. Choose File. It is located in our desktop. So we will go to 4 Quick Tips banner here. And we want to link it to our landing page, which is under LTC 4 Quick Tips on Long-Term Care Planning. Save page. We will let that upload for a second and refresh. We'll see here it is. There's a new banner. Just first banner image, click, link, straight here. Easy access for them to get this. So that is the first LTC campaign we have available to you. I would highly recommend you do this. It has been successful from other agents I have been talking to throughout this campaign. Second, as we talked about the email template to get out to all your clients. Again, there's directions here in the discussion board. You can download this email document from there. It's going to be a Word doc. I already have it open here. It is simply this. You want to customize it. You can either send it out with your own email, or we have other options, free online email marketing platforms. So first, you will want to copy this whole document, and for presentation purposes, I'm going to just use Outlook. I already have it pasted in here. You will want to edit these hyperlinks to the links that we gave you on your website. You will find that here on your website, right here. WeInsureSeattle/LTC, whatever your URL for your landing page is. You will want to put that in here. You will edit hyperlink. We already have it in there, but you will add a hyperlink, put it in there, and click OK. All this is in the directions in the discussion board on LinkedIn. It all shows you exactly how to do that. You will put your info in here, and whatever else, I don't know if you guys have a signature, whatever you like, to put your name and website out there. Again, you'll put your client's name in here and send that email off. Another option, if you want to get fancy, is to use a free online email program. It's called MailChimp.com. It's very, very convenient. It's free, and they have a very, very good support, customer service support. I would recommend using it. Go to MailChimp.com, clicking on support, and there is a index of videos, tutorial videos on how to use this and get started. It is very well written out, and it will show you exactly how to use it. So I would recommend doing that if you have time. Otherwise, just use your Outlook. It will work just as great. Aaron, anything else that you'd like me to show?
I think you kind of shown the steps adding the landing page to your site. It's under campaigns, adding the home page banner and linking it to the campaign, and then customizing the email to send out. There's a lot of steps there, and in the LinkedIn group, we've put some instructions, and also that's actually a discussion. Travis, if you go back to the LinkedIn page, you'll see that beneath the post I put here, if you have questions, if you're getting stuck or have trouble, you can actually just post your questions here in the comments right in LinkedIn, so we can all work together. We can all we kind of see each other's questions and benefit from the answers. So that's one of the big reasons why we want to use this LinkedIn group to push these out. It allows us to be collaborative and kind of work together. So I just got a note from Mike that so far one of you, we already have a few of you that are in the LinkedIn group, but we've gotten one more person during this call. So we need to have everybody in there. And so please do make sure that if you haven't done it now, go in after the call, get into LinkedIn, get your account created, search for Connected Agents with the S, and join this group.
I'll just show it.
Connected Agents, yes.
And then even if you don't sort it here, there will always be an option to click groups right here. Can you see my mouse?
Yep.
Yep. Click groups here, and it's the first one on.
And again, your deliverables from this call are sitting there waiting for you, but you got to go out there and get them. And we've also got another mini campaign that we wanted to put in play, but we waited because we didn't get much of a response on the supposed homework piece, and that was pulling together. We want to give everybody a templated email they can use to announce that they've got this new website out, and we know from some interactions with agents that actually did that on their own that you're going to get stuff out of it, because people are going to go to this that you don't even think about as clients, and they're going to call you and say, hey, I want to talk to you about long-term care because my grandfather just passed away and he was in a nursing home for the last 3 years of his life, and I realize now that this is something that I've got to look at and get my parents to look at, that type of thing. So think very, very broadly, very globally about who you would want to mail this announcement to, announcing this new website that you put together, this digital marketing platform. But if you haven't spent the time to really think that list through and pull it together, it doesn't make any sense for us to send you the campaign. We don't want these campaigns to languish. We want you to be able to move on them quickly, because they're going to come with increasing frequency as we get farther into what we're doing here. So I jumped on you there, Aaron. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
That's okay. That's great. So I think we've kind of pushed the point, which is that we're putting this stuff on this LinkedIn group. It's going to be part of our program and a resource that we're going to use to kind of store and collaborate and share these marketing campaigns to really help you get out and get going. And we hear the story, like Doug mentioned at the beginning of the call, we hear it kind of over and over again, that if you go and you share these things, you're not going to pick up 600 new leads by sharing this campaign, but you'll get one, or you'll get 2 or 3 at a time. And these are easy leads to get. They're free. You're not paying, you're not buying them, you're just getting them. And more often, people are ready to buy. And so they're coming to you because they have the need. They don't need to be kind of warmed up, but they're ready for you to close. So yeah, I see, Doug, you have missing some steps in your display. LinkedIn just shows the summary. So if you click on the title, LTCI 4 Quick Tips Campaign, it will open up the whole discussion, so you'll see the rest of the steps there. So I'm pretty excited about this campaign. We've got a few more kind of in the can, ready to ship out, and so as we see people use this one, we will keep adding, keep growing, and help you use them to generate some leads, generate some sales from your website. So with that,
Aaron, let me jump in real quick. We got a couple notes from folks saying that they were having trouble finding that Connected Agents group, and Travis is going to go in and send the invitations out to those folks specifically who have requested that. So if you're having trouble for some reason with that, send me an email, mike.anderson@whyaim.com, WHYAIM.com, and we'll get you taken care of. because we want everybody to be able to be out there. So, all right, go ahead, Aaron. Finish her up
Great.
here.
And then Travis mentioned using MailChimp, which is an email marketing platform. It's a free service. It's really pretty easy to use, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of really kind of neat, powerful stuff to help improve your email marketing. And so as you begin to build up a list, as you begin to gather email addresses from people who you've talked to before, your friends and family and your contacts, you'll eventually, maybe it's not with 10 people, but if you have 50 people or more that you're emailing, you're going to want to switch over to a service like MailChimp just to manage the list so people can subscribe and unsubscribe so you're complying to the spam laws. And it will also show you email deliverability, so if your emails get sent and bounced, you'll have a way to track that. And it will show you open rates, so you can see which campaigns got opened, and it actually even shows you who opened them. So you can go through there and just look at everybody who's opened the email, and it will show you click-through rates. So you can see not just who opened the email, but who clicked on the link, when they clicked on it, and also how many times they clicked on it. And so it gives you some really good data to help you sell. So you can go into MailChimp, send out an email to 100 people, and then a few hours later go back in and see that 7 people opened the email and 4 of them clicked through to the landing page. And that's a good sign that maybe you want to give them a call, give those 4 people a call. So this can even help you make some sales just by watching that activity. So MailChimp, if you are starting to do email marketing, which you will be, go ahead and create that free account. It's free up to 2,000 people on your list. So
does MailChimp, does that work on all browsers, Aaron?
It does. I believe so.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's designed to be really, really user-friendly and really easy. So we're recommending MailChimp. So with that, we've covered a lot today. So I know this is being recorded, and we'll see if we can make the recording available to everybody. But also, if you have any questions, you can go back and raise the hand icon and let us know that you have a question, and we can unmute you and talk. Or you can type it into the question box in GoToWebinar, and we'll see if we can address them. So I'll give you all a second to raise your hands or type your questions. And then Mike, you can keep it on.
We're caught up on the questions that had come in already. So we
Okay.
are we're current there. We'll just wait and see if we've got any new stuff. So got a hand up from Glenn Harrington. So it's been up for a bit. Glenn, you got something out there?
Yeah. Am I on?
Yeah, you're here. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Am I able to use that same banner ad campaign on my other website and hyperlink it to the landing page on the Connected Agent website?
Yeah, as long as you're a member of our program, you can use that banner ad if you want to put it on another website and drive traffic back.
So basically what I do is I copy and paste it to my other website and then use a hyperlink to direct it back to the landing page on my Connected Agent website.
Yeah. And you can use the banner ad. The size is 400 by 940 by 400, so it's pretty big. And so you might.
Can I resize it, or?
Yeah, you might resize it, or even just crop it, and that's something that whoever does the other website can maybe help you do.
Yeah.
To make it fit a little bit better.
Might as well make use of it on both my websites.
Yeah, and you can also post. You can also link back. So if you want to create a text link, if you have content that's relevant, you can link back to that landing page, and really any ways you can think of to tie it to the web and drive more people to that landing page is
absolutely. One other quick question: if I use MailChimp, how secure are my email addresses that I use? Can they be resold by MailChimp to somebody else?
No, MailChimp is not in that business. I would say, if you're concerned, go and read their user agreement.
Okay.
In my experience, MailChimp is they're very strict about protecting the privacy and rights of the email recipients, and they actually won't let you upload if you buy a list. If it's not your own contacts, if you go out and buy a list, they won't let you upload that to their system.
Okay. So how do they get compensated then?
So if you have more than 2,000 subscribers, they start to charge you.
Okay.
And so their hope is that you're going to use their service, love their service, and get better and better at email marketing until at some point you have several thousand people, and then they start charging you. And they have tens of thousands of happy paying customers. It's a company that's growing gangbusters because of this model. They're giving away for free until you really grow, and then they start to sell. I guess
Makes me feel better, Brett.
Yeah, very, very reputable company.
Thank you.
All right. While we're waiting for any other questions to come in, a couple things. What did we settle on as the date for the December user group meeting? I know we had to finesse it a little bit, Aaron, because of some conflict.
Let me look at my calendar. I am traveling the week it would normally be.
Right.
And I can't do it on the 18th. So, Mike, let's circle back. I don't remember what we settled on.
I thought we settled on the 17th. I just was double checking that.
The 17th sounds right.
Right. Okay.
I don't have it on my calendar, so.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll get that nailed down. We'll get an email out to everybody here within a few days to let you know that that's what we've got for December, and then of course we'll do the invitations and those kinds of things, and that'll complete our first calendar year with the program as we continue to grow and expand. All right, let's see. We got a couple of other questions here. Yeah, okay. Rick Dimmick will handle that one offline since it's more specific to your situation. We'll get that taken care of. Anybody else with questions out there? You can type them in or raise your hand. We can unmute you either way. And go forward. Again, if you're having trouble with finding us either on Twitter or LinkedIn, let me know and send me an email, mike.anderson at whyam.com, and we'll get a notification out to you that'll help speed the process up, if you will, and take care of that. So, okay. Well, we don't have. Looks like we don't have any other questions, so we're going to go ahead and wrap everything up, gentlemen. Thanks for your time, all four members of or three other members of myself, the Connected Agent team. Thank you for being here, folks. We appreciate your time. Hopefully all this good stuff that we put out there for you is going to be helpful. If you have questions as you're moving through, shoot an email over, and we will do the best that we can to help you out. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you all.
All right.